times real, that's why my name's Trill. Three times real, that's why my name's Trill.
Hey, put your hands up, come on, put your hands up, put your hands up, shout out.
3 times real, that's why my name's Trill. Three times real, that's why my name's Trill.
Hey, put your hands up, come on, put your hands up, put your hands up, now I hop on the scene with some banging dope beats with a top
section. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
All right. Let me cue that up.
Yo, remiss.
Yo, fellas, actually got to hop off at 12:30 because Shakur got to go to this Mother's Day brunch, and I got to watch the kids, man. So, all right, we'll do our best to run through whatever we can run through, and then call it a day. Yeah, my bad, fellas. No worries. Are you guys ready? Mm-hmm. Let's bang them out. Oh yeah, I don't have to do that. All right. The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros are comments Anthony Joshua made, basically saying that Tyson Fury wants to be him. Take a listen.
It's just psychological warfare. Like I've learned a lot with that as well. Like people always talk about, as you said, like a man will talk about drinking pints and he's not interested, but yet he wants to look chiseled. He's training the hardest he's ever trained. He's the skinniest he's ever been. He wants to have a good body. He wants to be well prepared. But AJ has a good body, chiseled and trains, and he's a bodybuilder. But yet Tyson Fury will do the exact same thing if he could. So it's like these are just, it's all psychological warfare. What they call me is what they want to be. He wants to have a six-pack. That's why he trains as hard as he's training right now. Why he looks so chiseled. Why he's in America training. So with what he says, it's just psychological warfare to make me not want to believe in myself. However, I understand what this is about. And everything that he says I am is everything he wants to be.
All right. So those are the words of Anthony Joshua, basically saying, hey, he's everything Tyson Fury wants to be. I'm going to turn it over to Trill Dollar Bill. What's your reaction to what Anthony Joshua had to say?
AJ over there reading that red book. He reading The Art of War. AJ over there focused. I don't know. It could be something to what AJ saying. I know one thing. I'm sure Tyson Fury wouldn't mind having AJ's bank account. I wouldn't mind having it either. So, and that one way, I wish I was AJ. But I'm sure Tyson Fury is happy being Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? He has a beautiful family, and he loves his life. So I'm sure Tyson Fury loves being Tyson Fury. But why wouldn't he want to have you know what I'm saying, a six-pack and some of them M's?
All right, Conspiracy G. I actually disagree with AJ on this one. I don't believe Tyson Fury wants to be him. Now, obviously, the money, yeah, sure, but Tyson Fury doesn't even carry himself like an AJ to even get that type of M's, right? Those type of endorsements. Tyson Fury is just a different type of character, and he understands that. But in regards to what AJ was talking about, like, oh, he's getting a six-pack, he wants to be like me, I don't believe that. Now, what I do believe is Tyson Fury is trying to get in shape to go up against a physically imposing guy like an Anthony Joshua, right? Like, even Tyson Fury he bulked up to go up against Wilder in the rematch, right? There's a benefit to that, especially at Tyson Fury's size. But however, AJ has a mean inside game. So what does what's his name, Tyson Fury look like? Not trying to even, get in shape for AJ. He knows it's going to be a physically taxing fight. So he's preparing for that. I don't think he's trying to get a six-pack to play psychological games like that. To me, that doesn't even make sense what AJ was saying, but I honestly think that Tyson Fury knows like this is going to be the toughest fight of his career, and so he has to plan accordingly. And so him looking like he's putting on more muscle isn't to look like Anthony Joshua. I think what it is like, all right, I'm going for the knockout. You know, I'm trying to really apply this pressure. I'm gonna put hands on this guy, but I know this guy is strong, so I got to get strong too for this fight. That's what I think it really is. You know, I don't think it's, let me just try to look sexy so I could compare my body to Anthony Joshua. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, AJ, relax. You know.
All right, Ned.
All right, when AJ said Tyson Fury wants to beat him, I went over your head, G. It's like Tyson Fury wants to be number one, and that's clear because AJ getting the bags, AJ got the belts, AJ doing his thing, and at this point, Fury is doing all of this to psych AJ out of his game. When AJ's like, I'm focused, I'm locked in. He's like, I'm drinking 12 pints, but he's slimming down. Oh, I don't want to fight, but he's slimming down. I'm about to fight Wilder, but he's slimming down because he knows he needs that. He want that AJ fight, and AJ ain't no slouch, and that's facts. Because everything, we've seen it times and times again. Fury will talk, but he'll try to get his opponent out of his game so he can get that upper advantage, and he has no advantage over AJ. Because AJ is doing his thing right now. AJ is locked in. AJ knows this is going to be the biggest fight of his life. And Fury knows it's going to be his biggest fight of his life. And fix your face, man. And that's all. They know that. So at this point, these fighters, Fury can say whatever he wants to try to say AJ out, but AJ's locked in. And Fury, I want you to be locked in. I want the best fight of my life, and it's about to happen. No. Go ahead, G.
All right. I just want one question. I just have one question. So, do you think Tyson Fury wants a six-pack to be like AJ?
Tyson Fury needs a six-pack to beat AJ. That's all I'm saying.
I appreciate your answer. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to jump in.
Go ahead.
I think I actually agree with Ned. When you look at what he said was, when you hear a guy talking about drinking pints and then you see him and he's working out the hardest he's ever worked out and he's looking like he's in the best shape that he's ever been in, you know that he's just talking. So what he's saying is Fury's trying to downplay the fight. He's trying to downplay the competition and make it seem like he's doing something, but you can clearly see that he's not being honest about it. So his purpose in doing that is psychological warfare, is what he's saying. He's trying to make you think certain things. And when you hear Fury make comments like he said, oh, the big muscle, him and his big muscles, when he makes those comments about his muscles, he's trying to make Anthony Joshua feel bad about having a chiseled body. But what Anthony Joshua is recognizing is he's working out hard trying to get his body chiseled as well. Not to say that he wants to look exactly like Anthony Joshua. It could be he just wants to look like the best version of Tyson Fury, but still you're working to accomplish something that he does as well, something that he's already known for. Mm-hmm. So the fact that Tyson Fury's working hard to get stronger, to have a body that has the appearance that shows that he's working out, he's saying you want to be like me because I've already done those things. So he's not being like literally like Tyson Fury hangs up a picture of Anthony Joshua in his room and says, oh my God, I want that body. No, that's not what he's saying. What he's saying is you're dieting, you're training, you're working hard to be a chiseled, in shape, physically fit human being. And bam, I am the image of that. So you want to be like me, but you're hating on me for it, is what he's saying. One. I don't think he's saying Tyson Fury wants to be like him. He wants to be AJ. I think you're taking it out of context. Tyson Fury already said, and I believe Fury when he says this, he said to Eddie Hearn, I don't want to have the most money. I don't fight for the money. Because, he said to Eddie Hearn, like the reason why he knows he'll beat Joshua is because in his heart, he fights because he loves to do it. He said he doesn't care about like the awards, pound for pound, the money, all that stuff doesn't matter to Fury. He said that. I believe him. This is the dude who slept in a trailer before his fight with Vladimir Klitschko. I understand his values are different. The way he sees life is different. He said it to Eddie Hearn. What's the difference between a poor man and a rich man? Nothing. Like I think he really sees things that way. I believe him. I don't think Fury's like spends his whole life like, yo, how can I make more millions? I don't think that, but he's also no dummy. He knows fighting AJ has set him up for life. And then he can do all the stuff he wants to do. So I it's not like money's not an object, but I don't think money's the only thing. When he says that he's everything Fury wants to be, I think what he's saying is he's physically fit. He's at the top of his profession, and he's recognized as that. And also, I think it's a dig at Fury. Like, Fury will bring up the fact that he's undefeated. That's going to be his thing. He's undefeated. He never lost, all types of stuff, right? And so what Anthony Joshua is bringing up to Fury is all the things you're trying to make me feel insecure about, you're actually trying to do. Therefore, you want to be like me. So it's psychological warfare both ways. So I do agree with what Anthony Joshua was saying. Not like that it's literal, but just like the fact that Fury is trying to be the best version of himself, and being the best version of yourself would look like Anthony Joshua, a 6-pack and the highest paid in your, division.
Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with a 6-pack. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like us.
Nothing wrong with that.
Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know who it is, the Boxing Bros.
Under the fat is a 6-pack
maniac.